Sinking Media in association with BOXXER. Adam Smith, Chris Smith dreamt of this months ago, and you guys have made it happen.
I think it's fantastic, isn't it? I was just saying to John with shoes, and I don't remember another press event with sand beneath us on the beach. It's absolutely brilliant. And yeah, Bournemouth have waited for this moment for Chris Smith. They're going to come out. They're out here for this event. The weighing's going to be unbelievable, I think, back here. And Saturday night will be absolutely electric down here. Chris has been saying for years, you've got to come to Bournemouth. Well, we're here. We've got a fantastic top of the bill and a great card. And we just hear Ben Whittaker making his professional debut as well, which is really exciting for all of us at Sky and, of course, at BOXXER. So it should be a fantastic night and a fun summer event by the seaside, and everyone's in a good mood and they can mess around on the beach and have some fun, and yeah, and we can see some great fights on Saturday night.
Definitely. The main event, nobody saw it coming. Chris Smith, who was with Matchroom, Isaac Chamberlain's with Hennessy Sports, fighting on Sky Sports.
Yeah, it's one of those that was put to us, and I was like, really? And I thought, wow, that's a really good, decent fight, but obviously it involves different parties, and that's great of what Ben and BOXXER are doing. You know, they're allowing relationships to build. You know, we've seen it with the work over Chris Eubank Jr., with Wasserman. We've seen it with Clarissa Shields and Dimitri Salita, and now we're seeing it more and more with Mick Hennessy. Of course, not only has he brought Savannah and Huey, but we had Sam Egginson on the other week as well. And now Isaac Chamberlain gets his long-awaited opportunity. Last time we remember him on Sky, he didn't perform. It was a big build-up against Lawrence Okoli and a fight that we were all so excited about, but it didn't really work. I think he was hurt early, and Isaac just went into his shell, and I think he's got something to prove here, not only to himself, but to the big platform, the big audience, the boxing fans, that he's the real deal. So yeah, it's a great fight, and why not? It tops the event, but we've got plenty of BOXXER and Sky fighters on right next to me. One of my personal favourites in Caroline Dubois, who I believe is going to be an absolute superstar of the sport. She's back in action. We've got Big Fraser Clark returning from an injury, so he gets his career rolling again. And of course, Ben Whittaker turns pro, and Hasseen Azim, Joe Pigford. It's a great night.
Talking of Fraser and Ben Whittaker, there's been some criticism about their choice of opponents, but obviously it's not as simple as that, because whoever fights them, they're going to want big money.
Well, if you've heard about Fraser's opponent, he fought Shannon Briggs a couple of weeks, sorry, Shannon Briggs, he fought Jarrell Miller a couple of weeks ago, and he gave Jarrell a tough fight. So he's coming in from Argentina. Look, I think that it's important to move these Olympians quickly because they have had stellar amateur careers, so there's nothing really to fear. But of course, it is different. It's a professional business. Fraser's just coming back from a hand injury, and Ben Whittaker's pro debut. You've got to be, you can't rush too much, but I want to see them move quickly. That's why Adam Azim is exciting us, and we're getting him out every few weeks and upping the level of opposition. But if you look back to the way great fighters are built, the likes of your Ricky Hattons and your Prince Nassim Hameds, Lennox Lewis's, loads that have been built on Sky, Carl Froch, they had a few fights to nurse themselves into the professional game. You almost don't get that opportunity now because social media is so massive, the spotlight's on you, and of course so many of them are top amateurs. So yeah, I think it's a case of just making sure that it's not too much too soon, but it makes a bit of a statement each and every time, and they learn the business. No point knocking everyone out early. They've got to get rounds, they've got to work out different styles, fathom them out. And I think, for the women it's tough because obviously like Lauren and Karis and Caroline were at the very top level. And to get there really quickly, it's almost like they'd be fighting for world titles tomorrow. They're not quite ready as pros. They've got to just get used to it, get used to fighting under the lights in different atmospheres, again against different opposition, so that when they get the bigger fights, they're as ready as they can be. But I think, these fighters that have been at the echelon of the amateur game are ready to rock pretty quickly, and I'll be putting pressure on Ben and BOXXER to make sure that happens.